Hi everyone, my name is Penny. I study astrology, and today I'm talking about something that's a little bit more in depth that not everyone knows about. It's the asteroid called Juno. And this is so important. I know we all love to know about our sun signs, and that's very entertaining, and it does have a lot to do with our personality. But when it comes to actually finding something useful that can help us in our life and in our relationships particularly, we need to look at things like Juno and Venus. Now, I've already made videos on Venus, but this Juno video is specifically about marriage and partnerships. Now, make sure you check your sign, your house, and your partner's sign and house as well. If you don't know how to find Juno, I have a video that'll show you how to do it, okay? Of course, everything in astrology is customized, and these videos are for the general public. This is for about 1 in 12 people out there, since there's 12 signs, and this one is covering one sign. So today, the one we are talking about is Juno in Gemini. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? This is my Juno placement personally. So as a Juno and Gemini woman, what do I want in a marriage or a relationship? Okay, that's really hard to say. Honestly, normally I try to start videos in my series with what I'm more familiar with and what I feel like I know what I'm talking about. So a lot of times that would be my own placement, right? But this is like one of the last ones that I made, and I've put it off longer because honestly, I don't even know what I want, and I don't know what to say about myself. But that's kind of one of the things about Juno in Gemini. Gemini is a very indecisive sign. It is the twins. So you have to kind of figure out which twin you're dealing with, the good twin or the bad twin. And sooner or later, you're probably going to have to find a way to satisfy both. Now, I'm not going to say that Juno and Gemini people are two-faced and that they cheat on their partners, because I know everyone's just going to get offended if I say that and be like, no, I didn't cheat. And honestly, I didn't cheat on my husband either. I was married for many years. Probably not that many since I'm young. I'm like, whatever. I didn't cheat on him. He actually cheated on me. But there's still kind of an underlying factor in Juno and Gemini, and another personality that tends to be kind of hidden. And I think even when we know what we want, what we think we want, and what we actually want tend to be two pretty different things. And for me personally, I feel like I've already done the marriage thing once, and I'm not all gung-ho on trying to do it again, because Gemini does have kind of a short attention span, and since my marriage has ended, I have just been hopping around back and forth, dating different people, and not really having much in the way of actual relationships. So Juno and Gemini is very curious. They like to experience everything. They like to test the waters. I think we'd probably be likely people to get divorces and to have even some short marriages, like spontaneously getting married in Vegas. And I know this makes it sound like I just think Juno and Gemini is crazy and not worth dating. Wow, that's really sad. Okay, but where was I going with this? Who knows, honestly. So this is a curious sign. They want to get to know everyone a little bit. They want to see what everyone is like, and they are capable of getting caught up in the moment. And Gemini will think ahead and try to plan ahead and imagine what things are going to be like in the future, but is usually too instantaneous and in the moment to actually act in a way that'll help build the future. So it's like, when we want to get married, we want to get married right now. We don't want to waste time building a relationship, seeing if we're actually compatible, because we feel like the only way to find out whether or not we're compatible is to go right into it. So this can be a very passionate and interesting sign, but kind of we're only each one thing, and we're only each aspect of ourselves for a short while, so we're capable of experiencing many different types of relationships. And what is most important with any like Mercury ruled sign is the ability to connect intellectually. Juno and Gemini, like someone who they can talk to and have interesting conversations with and have an interesting and exciting life that they will want to talk about. If they don't really like talking to you and they can't connect with you intellectually, they're probably just going to get bored and wander off. But the good thing about this and about Mercury influenced people is it's rare to find someone we can connect with intellectually and on a verbal level. I think for most people it's more common to find someone you have like physical chemistry with, but once you find someone that you have like psychological and intellectual chemistry with, that's a lot more rare, and we are especially inclined to stick with those people. So Gemini is kind of the sign of ADHD, and people with ADHD can have trouble focusing, but then once we focus, we get hyper-focused. So this is how Juno and Gemini handles relationships and marriages. It is likely to be on one extreme or the other, no commitment at all, off running around like a crazy lunatic, or like committed no matter what, even when all hell breaks loose. And the easy thing about Juno and Gemini is, despite whatever's going on in their chart and how they deal with their emotions, like some people like me hold grudges, but when it comes to relationships, I don't really hold a grudge. Like my attention span can just move on to something else that's shiny and like forget that yesterday was a catastrophe. So anyway, I hope you found this video interesting and that you will check out the rest of what is available on my channel. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or anything like that. Talk to you soon. Bye.